What's up everyone, it's Chachi Power here with Rocket Punch Army, and today I have this wonderful figure here. This is Machine Robo Revenge of Chronos BLUEJET. This is by Action Toys / Fewture, so you know it's very good quality. And right off the bat you'll see the presentation. It does come in a plastic baggie to protect the actual box itself, which I'm going to show you in a second. So here it is out of the baggie, and let's see if we can check that out. It's got a slight texture, almost like the old Takatoku, just not as good. And then there's a gloss right over the figure in the alternate mode there. It's a high gloss. You'll see down here has a copyright of production read 1986. Right here it says sculpted by Alan Moriguchi. It's got the little trademark sticker there, the licensee sticker, whatever that is. Put on the side here, you'll see the picture of BLUEJET himself. We look on the back here, and you'll see the pictures of robot mode and alternate mode, and you'll see these pieces down here. Now notice there's extra pieces. Yes, this is not a perfect transformation because this is part of the EM Gokin line. As far as I know, this is the third release, but the first two I don't think transformed at all, and they were the Mugen caliber figures. So it's a nice touch that they actually included a way for it to transform. And not only is the box nice, but check this out, it's actually a sleeve which reveals the inner box. It's a little bit of a tight fit. It's a window box design, although all you see is wrinkled plastic there. But the figure is in there. You'll see it's got the weapon and the alternate pieces all lying in here. And it's a nice matte finish black box, and you'll see it's part of the EM Gokin series. Now, if you follow the Gokins from Fewture or Artstorm, you'll know that they have 3 different series. As far as I know, they have the EM Gokin line, which is there's only 3 figures in that line. They have the ES Gokin line, which is the super deformed versions of the robots, and then they have the EX Gokin line, which is their high-end figures. That is not to say these are not high-end, they're just part of a different line. So let's go ahead and open this up, because I know you guys are dying to see this. So here's the main tray. You'll see it's nice and thick because underneath here we do have the area for the stand. And you can actually see a reflection of a transformer I got back there. Woo! Trippy! It blew up. But anyway, so we're going to open this up and check it out. So let's lie him down here. Let's remove this. I've already taken a tape off to make this easier to get out. And you want to carefully take these out because even though it's die cast, you don't know what's going on yet. So you take it out and you'll see some baggies fall out. They're actually protecting the arms and the little side skirt things pieces here. And I'll tell you why. Because it's got a matte finish. Now if we get real close, you'll see the matte finish I'm talking about. Please know that this is magnified, so if you see any imperfections, this is highly magnified. So, but I think it looks excellent. I mean, with the bare naked eye, it looks excellent. Up close, you'll see, you could see dust on there and stuff, and little tiny imperfections. But the matte finish is very nice. The only thing I'm afraid of is, see right here, where the knee is hitting. It's already, messing up the paint there, and there's a scuff right in that corner from the lower leg hitting. And let's take a look-see here at the sculpt of the face, which I think is pretty cool. Nothing spectacular, but it's very transformery. And then some of you are wondering what the concern is about scuff in a toy. These are not cheap. They're not really toys. These are meant to be display models. And how can I even forget to mention that? They're Gokin. If you heard me mention that a few times, if you're not familiar with what Gokin is, it's a die-cast toy, and this is a die-cast toy. It's nice and hefty. The legs here are completely die-cast. I mean, they're so heavy. And then the back panel here. Now, with these kind of toys, if you're not familiar with them, you do need to be careful. Obviously, the finish on this, the matte finish, will shine up or scuff very easily, which is why they include the plastic over them during shipment. Now, some of you 80s kids may be scratching your head thinking, he looks awful familiar. Well, you may have known him as Fedor or Jet Robo from GoBots. this is him, guys. Just modern representation. Let's turn this guy around here so you guys can check out the back. And I do apologize for the idiotic dog barking in the background. We're going to take a look at articulation. I'm going to be very careful with it. I'm not going to just swing stuff around because this is rather pricey. And I do plan on displaying it and not have scuffs all over it. So articulation, I have not articulated this toy, obviously. I've just opened it in front of you. So I don't know what to expect. But the head does not seem to turn. And you know me, I'm not going to force it, because it will break on video and I would be very pissed off. So let's just leave the head alone. It's rather hard. It should not be this hard to turn the head if it does. But of course, looking at the package, his head is turned to one side. So let's just assume it does turn. I'm not going to force it, guys. I apologize. Okay? So next, we're going to check out the shoulders, which move forward. You'll see they're on ball joints right there. Multi-level ball joints, it seems like. The shoulder piece is separate from this piece here. You'll see that. You got the elbow, and the elbow does swing right here. It's got a joint inside. Then obviously the wrist there. You got some waist movement. You'll see there's some pieces here that move back and forth, but not a lot of a swivel to one side, just very barely there. These little skirts do move. They're on tiny, tiny little ball joints. The hips are on ball joints. There's like the ball joint comes out and there's a socket, and then the thigh is on top of that socket. So it's like also like a multi-level type joint. And the knee right here looks like it would ratchet or something right up here on the lower thigh, but it actually moves down here. And this is where I want to be careful, because the red scuffs up against the gray here and leaves red marks. So there's very, very, very small amount of clearance there. So I'm going to try and be careful with this and not hit up against it. But the knee goes about that far there. Then he's got the toes here, which move up and down, side to side. They spin, and a little bit at the heel here. And that's it for articulation. So the next thing I want to show you guys is the so-called transformation. It's really not so much a transformation, but more of a part swap and make a jet type of thing. What's cool is they do show you the articulation here. The head does move, guys. I just couldn't get mine to move. But see, right up here has arrows to show the head moves. Shoulders, biceps, the waist here, which is a bit exaggerated here in the picture. The legs, knees, and feet down here. So you'll see it does require taking the figure apart, so that's going to suck a bit. Pulling the legs off, pulling the arms out, which I did, what do you call it? I did tug on it pretty hard, couldn't get it to come off, but I'll try again. Hopefully not break anything. More pieces coming off, more pieces coming off, part swapping, folding, and this is what we're going to end up with. So let's go ahead and do that. Now the part I'm not going to like is taking this off, because I kind of don't want to stress the ball joint. So just grab the titty, I guess that's called, and alright, that came off not too bad, but it's the paint here that's wedging it right in here. Alright, so try this side too. It's a little scary at first. There we go. Alright, then we got to pull the legs off, make sure there's clearance there. Alright, that wasn't too bad. You see the ball joint knee there. Let's pull this side out. Oh, alright. Again, not too bad. Legs are actually really heavy. Like, this part doesn't weigh so much now, except for the little back piece here, but yeah, the legs are definitely where the metal's at. And then the waist has to pop off. I've already popped it off so I don't damage anything on camera. It's a little easier to do it off camera. But that pops off. This comes off. You'll see the ball joint there. So these two pieces are now separated. And next, the head has to be removed. I was playing around with it, and now I did finally get it to spin. It is on the ball joint, but that has to come off. So there we go. Popped off easy enough. What's cool is the plastic they use there. It's a clear type of plastic, which is not rubber, but it's soft, so that's good, so that you don't break stuff. Alright, so now you got this piece like that. Then you're going to hold it this way. You're going to grab these PVC pieces and just pop them right in here. Another one here on this side. And then there's this other piece that just attaches down here. Just pop it in so the ball joint pops in like that. And then the legs are going to attach to these posts here. So you go ahead and grab the legs, just pop them in. Feels like they only go up to there, but they actually push in further. Grab the other one, do the same thing. And that part I don't like too much because it makes the two pieces of die cast come in contact if you're not careful. So this is the part you want to watch for when you do push them in. Don't let them hit that too hard. In fact, try and leave a gap like that. Then rotate the feet. Just want to be a little bit careful because this has the matte finish on it. Do the same with the other side. Let's get that going here. Alright. And then same thing with these pieces here, the heels. You're going to spin them around. Alright, and that forms the boosters here. Then go ahead and attach these fins. I didn't push them in all the way because I don't want to scrape the plastic. I don't plan on displaying it in jet mode. So you put those two fins back there. Then you want to go ahead and just attach the main wings. And normally these would just form the main wings, except these are smaller to be anime accurate. So grab the bigger main wings and then pop those in here on the side. And once you got both in, voila, here he is, BLUEJET in jet mode. Rather nice. It's pretty cool. Not really down with the whole fact that this has to come apart almost completely, but you know, whatever gets it done, and for a okay price point. I think for the amount that this cost, it could have transformed very easily, although the proportions would probably be way off. I think the part swapping is obviously to keep it proportioned. Imagine if the head was based on this long piece here. But again, there have been some feats of engineering done before. I don't see it being impossible, but I do like the figure. I love the heft. It's really nice. So if you guys enjoy it, leave a comment below. If you have any questions, same thing. Leave a comment below, ask your questions. And till next time, guys, bye-bye.